Second Extinction is a game made by Systemic Reaction and Avalanche Studio Group. The game is a first-person shooter about dinosaurs repopulating the Earth, and it's your job to kill them. The game takes place on an island map that you can explore. The game is an open world, so you can go almost anywhere on the map. Does this game live up to the hype, or does it fall flat like most of the other games released in 2021? The gameplay handles pretty well. The gunplay is good, and the guns handle really well, and the hitboxes for the enemies are decently rendered. You start out with a few guns that you can use, and then from there you have to unlock the rest. The guns you start out with are decent, but they're not incredibly good or incredibly bad. From there you can unlock and upgrade different guns. The guns you unlock for the most part are decent, but some are downright awful. For example, one of the last guns you unlock is the carbine rifle. This gun is so incredibly bad that the pistol is miles better than it. But the rest of the guns are pretty good. You can challenge yourself by only using certain guns. For example, I like to only use the revolver sometimes because it's fun to play with and it changes the play of the game. The upgrade system is decent, but could use some improvement. The agents in Second Extraction need some work. In Second Extraction, you have to choose between agents who have two different main abilities. You can carry different primary and secondary weapons according to the agents. A lot of the agents have abilities that are just utterly useless or broken. One agent has an artillery strike as his primary ability, and the artillery strike is utterly useless. To kill with the strike, you need to directly hit a target, and that only kills a small dinosaur. The strike does basically no damage. Another person's ability doesn't work. Their ability is to highlight vital spots on the enemies, but I couldn't get this to work. No matter what I do, the agent will just wave her hand and nothing will happen. I've tried directly looking at the dinosaurs, but nothing gets highlighted, and a lot of people's abilities need buffs or reworking. The movement in this game is pretty good. You can dash sideways, slide and climb up onto ledges. The main problem with the movement is the rocks. Literally every game can't figure out how to properly make it so players can properly navigate elevated terrain. Rocks will stop the player from passing. Elevated terrain is also glitchy to get around and is unnecessarily hard to traverse. Another problem with this game is that you can dodge attacks by dashing to the left or the right. This feature in my opinion is too OP, especially because you can reload while doing it. If you are in an open place, you can constantly dodge to the left with no cooldown and the dinosaurs will be unable to hit you. There are three main game modes: Tundra Missions, Free Roam Expedition, and Hordes mode. The Tundra Mission is arguably the main game mode many people will be playing. It has all sorts of missions all across the map, like taking out dinosaur nests and finding lost researchers. The problem is that it doesn't really tell you which ones you haven't done and have done, and it doesn't really give you anything for completing them. If you complete a mission like blowing up a mineshaft, once you redeploy, that mineshaft will be reverted back to its original state and can be blown up again. It doesn't really leave an impact, and you are literally doing nothing. No matter how many crates you apply boosters to or radio towers you turn back on, once you leave, the progress is reset. This causes the player to accidentally do missions that they have done before over and over again. Free roam isn't all that special. There are things around the map that you can do, as well as hordes of dinosaurs to kill, but it really isn't that different from the Tundra missions. The Hordes game mode is glitchy. Many times, the dinosaurs will get stuck in cliffs or mountains. If you're playing multiplayer, if your teammate is killed, he has to spectate from his dead body and cannot spectate the remaining player. Currency system needs a rework. You can buy almost nothing for the first 3 rounds, but eventually you can buy your main weapon, and then you can't buy too much out after that. The shop limits you to buying 3 things each round, so round 5 and up, you basically have a bunch of useless money. Playing single player, the first few rounds you often have to resort to meleeing enemies because you often don't have enough bullets to kill the dinosaurs. The Hordes game mode needs the most work. Big factor of Second Extinction is the immersion. Second Extinction is pretty immersive, but there are a couple things that break it. For instance, the buildings. There are some buildings strewn across the map, usually a mission or quest taking place at them, but you can never go inside. This isn't a big thing, but not being able to go inside buildings for seemingly no reason kind of breaks the immersion. Second, the voice lines aren't the best. They aren't as bad as Battlefield 2042 voice lines, but hearing "Dino down" when you kill a dinosaur can be annoying. Another thing is that you get no reward for killing the T-Rex. The T-Rex is the hardest to kill mob in the game, yet if you kill it, you get literally nothing. The random quests you find around the map also give you nothing. There's some things you can find around the map to do, like put rocket boosters on supply crates so it can fly back up to the base, or turn on radio towers. These things give you nothing, and it's not exactly like they're fun to do most of the time. There's no dinosaurs around these objectives. Bugs are also present in the game, and they can be game breaking at times. You mostly experience bugs in the Hordes mode. with dinosaurs you need to kill spawning in unreachable locations, the air, or in the mountains, or some missions you have to defeat the dinosaurs in specific areas. Sometimes they spawn the dinosaurs behind walls, or there'll be no dinosaurs left, but it will still ask you to kill the remaining dinosaurs. You shouldn't be able to reload while evading the dinosaurs with your dash. It's pretty OP because you can't get hit while avoiding them. A wider variety of dinosaurs would be nice in the game. There are a bunch of different kinds of velociraptors, flatbacks, bulls, and a T-Rex. Having situations where the slide mechanics is useful would be nice. When I'm playing, I completely forget it exists because it's pretty useless. The res system needs a rework. It's fairly easy to revive yourself unless you're in a horde of dinosaurs. It'd be nice if you could buy a revive kit or opt to take one with you. The biggest thing that I would like to see is a reward for missions we complete or quests we do. Second Extinction is a really fun immersive game. Being able to take down hordes of dinosaurs with a minigun will always be fun. The problems of the game do not take the fun away. Once the bugs are patched and the game progresses, it will be even more fun. The graphics and sound design are good. It's so satisfying to destroy an explosive crate in this game. The explosions are so satisfying. The gunplay is also good and cool to use. I would rate this game a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Personally, I don't think it will ever be a 5 out of 5 star, but it's a blast to play. If they stick with the game and fix a lot of its bugs and inconsistencies, I think it could get a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The game is really fun to play for the first 20 hours or so, but then it kinda gets dry once you've done everything. Second Extinction is $25 on Steam, and I would value it at about $15. I would wait until it's on sale or until it's out of early access to buy. The game is 30GB, which is pretty big, but not too bad for a game like Second Extinction. The game has you at the edge of your seat, and I would recommend buying it when it's ever on sale. Thank you for watching. A lot of people liked my first review on Raft because it's the most watched thing on my channel right now, so I thought I should continue the series. Can we try to get the video to 1,000 views? It's so close. If you liked the video, consider subscribing and checking out my other videos. Thanks for watching.